Yeah, I can see why Eva is so eager to accept that. Whose voice is that? This is Golda in the alternative universe. She may be really powerful later on. Portrait of Beatrice in the hallways is actually a door. Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. So yeah, I've started the recording today, like you see right now, and I kinda got shocked. I have no idea how I didn't realize that in last episode. I don't know if comment section realized that as well, if you realized that. Just comments just started to appear and I didn't saw anyone mention that. You remember how in last episode, at the end, I was wondering why Maria is calling Kinzo Kinzo-sama? And felt weird for me? I just realized that she said he displayed location of the hidden gold within the epitaph under my portrait. How the hell I didn't realize that? This is very weird, like... What? Anyway, let's just go to the episode, because I'm hyped for this episode. Especially that I've read a little bit of the comments on the last episode already, and I'm very hyped for Maria. So yeah, let's see what's going on. This is crazy.
条件は碑文を読むことができるものすべてに公平に。黄金を暴けたなら、私はすべてをお返しするでしょう。
Unless she's just quoting the Beatrice. That is possibility as well.
それではどうか今宵を金蔵様との知恵比べにて存分にお楽しみくださいませ。
Makes sense. Everything makes sense. She's just reading a letter. Okay. Anyway, I'm still hyped, so whatever. What a start of the episode. Right from the letter.
今宵が知的かつ優雅な夜になるよう心よりお祈りいたしております。黄金のベアトリーチェ。
Also, I think that the first letter we had in the episode 1 didn't have that. Battle of Wits is Kinzo-sama to the fullest. I think it had a little bit different content. I don't remember the sentence. I might be wrong, but I don't remember that. I don't remember really how exactly the letter sounded in the episode 1. But yeah, anyway. That's the letter for this episode. When Maria finished reading the letter that Beatrice had handed her, everyone was at loss of words for a while. Will it go like the first episode as well? Or something could change. And then, they all broke into silence at once.
バカバカしい、取るに足らない悪質ないたずらです。
まったくだ。親父殿が当主の指輪を手放すなど、ベアトリチェ。
That's pretty much the same.
その名を語れば右往左往するだろうという見えすぎたいたずらだ。
I mean, it's not the same. They didn't thought of this as a prank, but they had also like their own suspicions and denies about that. So it's pretty much the same, just a little bit different.
おいおい、このちょいとパンチの効きすぎたデザートを仕込んだのは誰なんだ？今なら喝采で褒めてやるから正直に白状しろよ。ローザか？
とんでもない。お父様の名を語るいたずらなんてしません。
じゃあ姉貴か？兄貴か？
私？
Really?
バカ言ってんじゃないわよ。兄さんでしょ？こういう悪趣味な仕掛けは。
愚弄する気か。私こそお前たちに問いたい。このたちの悪いいたずらは誰の仕業なんだ？
Kraus beat the table and stared at everyone. Since that included the children too, he scared most of them.
お父様から財産の全権を任せられたと称する謎の人物からの手紙。
Let's go, Kiria. You're amazing.
そして今日がそれを話し合うための親族会議であることを考えると、いたずらだと決めつけるのも早計だと思うわ。
わからんで。 まさにお父さんの悪趣味ないたずらかもしれん。自分抜きで遺産分配の話をまとめようとしているわしらをちょいと驚かせたくて仕組んだことかもしれん。
This is for a point.
こいつを仕組んだのが親父だってんだ。今マリアちゃんが読み上げた内容は冗談ってわけにはならねえぞ。
そうね。文面通りに解釈するならこれはお父様からのテストね。魔女の碑文は私たち誰にでも解けるようにずっと広間に掲示されていた。
Okay, this is different. This is different from episode 1. I don't think they thought about the epitaph and stuff. And to actually solve it as a test in the first episode. That's why I think that the first letter didn't include it. I don't know what it was. They talk about fight with wits with Kinzo, basically. I don't think the first letter had mentioned Kinzo at all. So this is different.
告示期間は十分。最初に解けた人間に家督と全ての財産を渡すとそう言っているわけよね。
Pretty much.
私たちの魔法叶ったわ。
Whose voice is that? Also, she talked about magic. Oh, okay. My magic granted your wish. Whose voice was that? I really miss the ability to re-listen the dialogues. I really like doing that. I don't know, this is kinda bugging me that I cannot click and listen again to the dialogue. Ah.
後ろ宮家の次期当主が夫であることは何ら揺るがない事実です。
それを揺るがすのがこの手紙じゃない。この手紙はお父様に財産の全てを全権委任された人物からのメッセージなのよ。
Yeah, if it's true, message.
もはや兄さんの当主継承権は白紙に戻ったわ。
Yeah, if that's a true letter, then that's kinda true.
魔女の碑文を解いた者がベアトリーチェの黄金を見つけた者が後ろ宮家の次の当主になるのよ。
バカバカしい。その手紙のざれ言を信用するのかね。
This is actually... I can see why Eva is so eager to accept that and Kraus not really. Because Kraus his whole life, like we had in the episode... I think 2 episodes before, when we had backstory of Eva. Kraus was working towards being the head of the family, and he was basically always on the position to being the head, and Eva just was cast away, basically. Like, just a woman and stuff. So... yeah, I can see why Eva is so eager to accept that. And Kraus not really.
その風浪が本物だとでも信用などできるものか。
ならお父様に直接話を聞いてみましょうよ。もう機嫌が悪いからとか体調が悪いとかそんな次元じゃないわよ。
This is different. They really... yeah, this is way different. Turn of events.
この手紙はお父様の代理人であることを風浪でちゃんと示してる。
This episode will be great. The episode 3, chapter 3. Seems like everyone will try to solve the puzzle. Not only the butler.
それを疑うなら兄さんが証明しなさいよ。
Well, at the beginning of episode 3, in the... like... description, we saw that this is easy difficulty. So... yeah. Pretty much. If you have that many people trying to figure stuff out.
この手紙がお父様の意思のものではないって。
よかろう。お前の言う通りだ。もう親父の機嫌不機嫌の問題ではない。上へ行き、直接問いただそうじゃないか。
Yep, let's do that.
そうしようぜ。 親父に直接聞こう。親父も親父だぜ。どうしてこんな回りくどい真似を。あ、そこが親父らしいんだがな。
お父様の手紙だということを前提に話を続けてもいいのかしら。
Why? This is pretty good assumption though. What's your point?
バカローザ
Ooh, yeah, the youngest one. Always stupid. Blame on everything. We learned that in the last episode. And pretty freaking savage. Yeah. Well left alone.
お父様の手紙に決まってんでしょ。あの手紙はお父様のなのよ。
Yeah, she so wants to believe that. She so wants to believe that. But this is perfect. This is basically justifying, like... Basically her backstory justifying that she's so much eager to believe
次
it.
期当主を私たち4人の中から選ぶための公平なチャンスに決まってるじゃない。バカ死ね、この役立たず。
ほんとローザって頭悪いわ。
Whose voice is that? That's not Lambda Delta, right? Maybe it is. I don't remember Lambda Delta voice. I think it was a little bit higher.
へそでも噛んで死んじゃえば。
No, it doesn't sound like Lambda Delta. Also, this is pretty like... We're early in the game and this stuff happening. It was not the case before.
ごめんなさい。
Is the voice telling us that Rosa will be the first to die in this episode? Maybe?
そうよね。ごめんなさい。
In the beginning, the adults had all doubted the credibility of the latter. But after realizing that this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance, the inheritance struggle for the three younger siblings, Eva changed her position, claiming that the letter was authentic. Rodolph and Rosa got on and agreed.
まったくそんなくだらないいたずらを大の大人がこれほどまで真に受けるとは。
Also, I forgot about something. So before we continue, basically. Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't saw it. That's new. Okay, that's not what I meant, but still, that's good. One of the 72 demons works master in exchange for various forms of compensation. I'll just read it really fast, okay? You can read it on your own time as well. Status symbol, okay. So here's the demon version of Goda. I would say. This is Goda in the alternative universe when he became a demon. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, but what I wanted to do now, I will do a save. And we are actually going back to the title really fast. That's a surprise in the middle of episode, right? Basically it's about tips. Because game doesn't give me tips that I'm not supposed to know. I ask about that and apparently this is safe. So I can read this. So let's see. Abandoned Castle. She was yeah, I've read that before. In the question marks. Practice number. Yep, okay. Lambda Delta. Yep, I've read that as well, but I didn't read this, so let's see. Certain human sorcerer. This is different from the normal descriptions, I think. Nothing special. Nearly insane powers of concentration, dedication, transforming the magical power. Working a great sorcerer. Okay. His power is great enough. He was able to summon Beatrice and form a contract with her. That's we know. Now his power is great. It's also extremely limited. Okay. He specialized in summoning at barriers, so perhaps it's fitting to call him a summoner. Okay. So he's basically hardworking human who became great sorcerer, and he basically specialized in summoning and nothing else. Let's go with Butler. Unfortunately, man, Beatrice, liking to. Who inherited the black blood from Kinzo. Interesting. The massive resistance to magical power Kinzo was born with was passed on to the Butler. Ooh. Ironically, it was a trait that made it so hard for Kinzo to success as a magician. Oh! That's interesting. So... Kinzo was not yeah, like we said, it was like hard work. And he was basically resisting his own magical power. Like, he wanted to learn the magic, and he was resistant to this. What's the second magic can be, even by itself, this is in battle against a witch. Maybe this is because why Butler is so adamant and resisting Beatrice's trust and stuff. Maybe his mind would like broke very easily. Kinzo has begun to lose his power with age, but young Butler power is still on the rise. This is kinda... This goes on pair to kinda with my theory about Butler I had before. In the, I think, question marks episode, when I thought like maybe he's like acquiring some power from being in that dimension with Beatrice, basically. Just like Bernkastel, when she was trapped when she was a human. Now it's Butler who's trapped like he's a human, and maybe he's gaining power like Bernkastel had when Lambda Delta took her like in prison, basically. That's the short version. The batteries try to crush it as soon as possible. Yep. Maria, a little magician. Yep, we know that. We inherited the black blood from Kinzo. Unlike Kinzo, she was gifted with talent and began to tread the path of magician from a young age. That's true. That's true. She may be really powerful later on. Like, either Butler or Kinzo never started that young. Like, actually learning. Or Kinzo did. We don't know how far in the past, though. However, her punch power is still weak. She hasn't yet graduated from an apprentice level. Yep, we know that. Like Beatrice said, like, you're just an apprentice. However, she's skilled with enchantments, which bestow magical power upon objects, and the magical items she creates are all masterclass. Did you wait? Did you lie to me? Am I supposed to know that? Probably I do, because this is episode 2. Enchantment. Magical power upon objects. And the magical items she creates are all masterclass. Even on apprentice level, huh? But she never created anything yet. Unless we count the rose. But that was mostly Beatrice's power, I think. In pair with Maria's. I wonder how it's different from what normal reviving is, basically, that Beatrice and her teacher could do. I wonder how it's different. Genji. Ilya's furniture. He was Kinzo's first creation, like we know from Shannon and Canon. Beatrice said that they were like creation of Kinzo. So that makes kinda sense, you know? He was made with the help of high-class demon. Okay, so while there were several defects in his initial specifications, he concealed a great power potential within himself. In many years following, he continued to mature and compensate for his many defects, training himself into nearly flawless battler finisher that he is now. He's approaching the limit of his service life. With the magical power he can unleash for an instant rivals Kinzos. Holy shit! Genji MVP! That might be important. Shannon. I will just finish it since I started, but I don't know. Maybe it's too early, but still, this is still a shock factor, so I take it, I guess. Just don't spoil me in the comments. Like, yeah. I mean, these are not really spoilers. Maybe kinda? I don't know. Shannon is in the truest sense Kinzo handmade furniture, which created without borrowing the power of demons. Okay. So, wait, does it mean that they are like actually artificial made? There were a few problems with her initial specifications. She was given a very rare and precious thing, a heart. Oh. This is a lot of his long personal experience comes to believe that the power created of heart contributed with strong magic. Lengthy span of falling began to measure rational skills with repulsive nature such as magical barriers. Yep, we know that. In the realm of barriers alone, she possesses immense magical class power. Yep. That we know. She resisted Beatrice basically. Canon. Last furniture. Okay. Making all of his precious experience. Flawless specs. Was also given her, but it's much weaker than Shannon's. And approaching personal danger related to his furniture as he neared the end of his life. He best with rare power to fight and protect. However, he hasn't matured very far and is unable to properly control his own power and speed. Okay. Okay, that was interesting. I like little trivia like that. These are not... It's like kinda maybe a little bit of spoilerish. Like Genji? But it's nothing that will destroy the story for me. Yeah. This is kinda I didn't know. Also, this is interesting that, yeah, I didn't know that as well, that Magic have like, in Umineko have like, actually classes and skills. They're like, only specific in. Anyway, let's go back to the episode. Don't spoiler me in the comments. I don't know. Maybe I should stop trust comment section. Nah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'm not mad. These are not destroying my view on Umineko at any... that's wrong. Oh wait. That's actually like, oh my god, what I'm doing. What I'm doing. Don't scream at me. Okay. Let's go.
そんなくだらないいたずらを大の大人がこれほどまで真に受けるとは、お父様でなくても呆れたい気持ちよくわかります。
I'm not going to think about the specifications about characters yet, until we get like confirmation in the story itself. Because as we know that text can change. So yeah. Also they appeared instantly after episode 2. So basically it makes sense that I would read them.
夏日さん、それはお父さんに聞けば済む話やないか。お父さんがその手紙は知らんって一言言ってくれれば済む話やで。
兄さん、責任を持ってその手紙は知らないという一言を引き出すのよ。機嫌が悪そうだからってビビってる場合じゃないんだからね。
いい年してお父様が怖いなんてバカみたい。
Maybe this is Lambda actually.
へそかんで死んじゃえば。
Might be, but she sounds so sinister. She didn't sound like that before.
おう、はっきり白黒をつけようじゃないか。今頃は書斎で食事中だろう。一度箸を休めてもらおうじゃないか。
決まりだな。行こう。桐江はちょっと待っててくれ。真偽を確かめてすぐ戻る。
ありがとう。ゴーダさんがデザートを持ってくるのをのんびり待ってるわ。
The four siblings, Natsuki and Hideyoshi, all arose from their seats, forcefully and flew out in the hallway with a clatter. Afterwards, only the children stand completely speechless. Nanjo, who looked uncomfortable, and Kirie, who just shrugged, were left. In the middle of all of this was Maria, who looked a little scared at all adults' sudden change. However, judging from her appearance, she didn't look like she realized the full meaning of what she just read.
一体何事だってんだよ。
She's like, she doesn't care.
わけわかんねえぜ。
I mean Maria.
どいつもこいつもクソったれだ。そんな兄さんが欲しいかよ。
Yes, they do. They actually need that at this point, because they need to save like their lives, basically, like companies and everything. This is still kind of fucked up, but yeah. What can you do? You have to live your life and yeah. But still, this is fucked up.
これは親たちの問題なんだ。
Yep, and pretty difficult it is.
僕たちには関係ない。だから気にしちゃダメだ。そうは言ってもよ。ああ、もうあからさまに。
見損なったぜ。欲の皮が突っ張ってやがる。みんなで幸せになるって信じ合わないとダメ。
So we will all go to the Golden Land, eh?
そうだね。
So far, Golden Land is not really that awesome. Golden Land means you would get eaten. So, I don't know, Maria. Also, you had regrets. In the episode 1 letter, I still remember that. And it's bugging me till this day. Answer me this question. Game, please.
僕たちはみんなで約束したもんね。ほら、バトラ君もジェシカちゃんも。
最悪の気分だぜ。
You couldn't accept it all, but we laid down our arms for the first time being. We would have been vaguely aware of how filthy his family conference was going to be. However, after the 6-year blank, I couldn't help being shocked. When he saw that the children were completely dejected, Dr. Danjo cleared his throat uncomfortably.
大人の話です。お若い皆さんとは関係のないことです。忘れてしまいましょう。
それができりゃやってるぜ。
辛いのはわかるわ。でも今は忘れてあげて。あなたたちの将来を少しでも豊かにするため、みんなの両親は必死で戦ってるのよ。
Yep, pretty
そ
much.
してやがて傷つき帰ってくるお父さんたちをどうかそんな冷たい目で迎えないであげて。
いくらキリエさんの頼みでもそれは難しいぜ。
I get it.
そう割り切れるなら子供なんてやってねえぜ。
わあ、みんな幸せ。
Maria's just a kid. She's 9. Yes? I got it right. I got it right. She's 9. I remember I always talked like she was 12. But she's 9. I think I got it right this time.
暗くなるのダメ。信じて。
Why is she speaking like that?
みんなで幸せになれるって信じないと幸せが逃げちゃう。
いい話ね。私も信じるわ。私たちは幸せになれるわよ。
キリエおばさん、ありがとう。パトラとジェシカお姉ちゃんも信じて。ベアトリーチェも信じないと魔法が力を持たないっていつも言ってる。
Yep, that's the case. Kiryu-san rose from her seat quietly, went over to Maria, and crouched down, that their eyes meet.
あと、バトラとジェシカお姉ちゃんが信じないとダメ。
Well, you didn't say that you want them to believe in Beatrice, just in happiness. That's the difference.
二人とも強いもの。すぐに元気になってそうしてくれるわよ。それより教えてほしいの。
When Kiryu said that, Jessica, Jojaniki, Dr. Nanjo and I all listened closely. It looked like our parents were so concerned with the inheritance problem that grandfather filled their minds. But we wanted to ask Maria about something simpler. About Beatrice probably, because no one actually mentioned that this is a letter from Beatrice. They all just went through like, this is from Kinzo. And everyone forgot about the Beatrice. It was even like signed as the Beatrice. It wasn't Kinzo letter that tell that to solve the puzzle of Beatrice. It was Beatrice saying that. At least that's what the sign was up.
何？
マリアちゃんにその手紙を渡したのって。
That's the same like episode 1. She would tell Beatrice and no one believe it.
ベアトリーチェ。
肖像画に書かれている魔女の。
パサと一緒にこの手紙もくれたの。
Exactly the
そして
same.
ね、マリアのバラが折れちゃってたのを魔法で直してくれたの。
That's different. They never fixed the rose in the episode 1. Or we didn't saw that. Or didn't get that information. She never said that in the episode 1. At least I don't remember that.
ベアトリーチェは何でもできるすごい魔女なの。
詳しく聞かせてくれるかしら。
Okay. So we'll have Maria explaining stuff about Beatrice. Interesting. We'll get like yearly explanation about Beatrice. We never had that before. Without even being allowed to wait for dessert, we were chased out of the room. I heard that, in the end, our parents were unable to get grandfather respond. Well, I hate to say it, but I feel like giving grandfather a high five right now. He was probably pretty satisfied with how his strange letter had given his children a good shock, since they all been so infatuated with the inheritance problem while grandfather was still alive. I also felt like our despicable parents had gotten what they deserved in all of this confusion. But I couldn't really say that I was feeling great. I felt all sulky. Apparently grandfather hadn't seemed concerned with the whole thing, but he also hadn't denied anything about the letter either. When talking about the witch's letter, grandfather's name kept popping up. If grandfather knew that someone was stealing his name, then considering his character, he would probably be mad with rage. But even though grandfather now knew the contents of the letter, he coldly ignored it. So, did that count as a silent yes? Also, you remember how I, at the beginning, thought that I didn't realize that Maria was talking about like her portrait? And it's actually been a letter? I've posted a tweet about this before recording the episode. That I didn't realize that, and how I didn't realize that. I feel so stupid now. So yeah, if you want to say more that weird things that I post, then yeah, you can go check out my Twitter as well. And maybe follow it. So we have all the information, because I'm tweeting a lot lately. About like schedule changes, current recordings, future recordings, and I will probably do some vote polls as well. So yeah, definitely worth to check out. And even that, we're trying to interpret the letter in their favor. Their grid clearly visible. It wouldn't have mattered so much if it was all, but the adults had now started focusing on Maria, who had received the letter. That's pretty much as the same as episode 1. They kept pounding her with questions about who had given to her. Maria repeated over and over again that she had gotten from the Beatrice, but there was no such way a mysterious person could have sneaked onto the island. Yeah, this version doesn't have the human Beatrice that we had in the episode 2. So we're basically back to the square one at this point. Like, this is episode 1 all over again. Like, no one can prove anything. We have like 18 people and 19 potentially who may or may not exist. In the episode 2 we had basically some people knew there was 19 people because they saw her, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's not talk about previous episodes. Yeah, let's focus on this one. And the timelines. Apparently I should not talk and think about timelines. Because I will go mad. And I will try to not. After all, this island's small. And there's no one living on the outside of the Ushiremiya family household. Maria kept repeating that she would get it from Beatrice, no matter how many times she was asked. The adults seemed to think that she was trying to trick them, so they didn't hold back and questioned her until she broke out in tears. When Maria was released, she sobbed, all worn out from crying. After her parents ordered us to go to the guest house and take Maria with us. They shut themselves up in the dining hall and started getting louder and louder as they discussed the inheritance. That's pretty much the same as episode. Yeah. Maybe I wonder if the same people will die in the first Twilight, like in episode 1. It seems that because of that strange letter, Uncle Krauss, chances of becoming the next head might have been reduced to a blank state. In exchange for accepting him, my dad and the rest were trying to swindle Uncle Krauss out of a lot of money, or something like that. Disgusted as we were, Jessica and I were happy to move over to the guest house. We didn't want to be under the same roof as those filthy adults. They had so filled with thought about the money. Josh and Nikki pleaded on our parents' behalf, saying that he wanted us to understand them. I understood his reasoning. No matter how filthy his talk of money was, I wouldn't go away if you just close your eyes to it. But even so, how could they sink so low as to overly fight over the money of the dead? Okay, let's see. Are we going to like from Beatrice's perspective again? Nope. Okay. Oh, Maria's perspective. And we have some nice soundtrack for this. I hope that YouTube will not hate this. Yay! About YouTube hating music. Last 2 episodes of Little Busters. Episode 34. I'm trying to upload it for like a few days now. It requires tremendous amount of editing. Like, holy shit. Yeah. Maybe I will record more episodes of Umineko and I will have to postpone Little Busters, but we'll see. Maria had cried herself dry and was hiding in her bed. She hadn't even twitched for a while, so she was probably sleeping.
Maria ちゃんは一体誰にあの手紙をもらったんだろうね。
Beatrice.
ジョージ兄さん、それはもう聞いちゃダメだぜ。マリアがベアトリーチェにもらったって言うなら、それでいいじゃねえかよ。
これ以上マリアを泣かせたくないしな。
Yeah, that's pretty much the same as it went in the episode 1. They also did the same, I think. Even though we said that, we couldn't clear away a gloomy feeling.
この島には今18人しかいないんだよ。そこにこの雨の中、未知の19人目がマリアちゃんに手紙を。正直現実的ではないね。
おそらくあの肖像画のドレスをシャノンあたりにでも着てもらって、うまくマリアと口裏を合わせたってことじゃねえのかな。
This is exactly the same as episode 1. Pretty much the same thoughts.
もっともマリアの場合、あのドレスを見たらそれだけでベアトリーチェだと信じちまう。
誰が渡したかなんて大事なのは差出人だろう。要はじい様が黄金の魔女の名を語って一波乱を起こしたかったってことなんだぜ。
That's actually true, Butler. It doesn't matter who gave that to her. It matters from who it is.
まったく人騒がせなじじいだぜ。
The most likely answer is that our occult-loving grandfather was playing around. Handing the letter over to Maria, who shares the same hobby as he does, in such a dramatic way. Though he failed to give any thought for that Maria would have to go through, making it a pretty shitty thing to do.
たく、マリアの純真な心をもてあそびやがって。
Pure heart. Yeah. Well, she's still a kid. But I don't know. I want to believe that Maria is pure. But we saw her so many times in very awkward and not that pure situations.
手紙を渡したのが誰だ
So I don't know.
マリアがベアトリーチェにもらったって言うんだから、そういうことにしてやろうぜ。同感だよ。そうしよう。子供にとってのサンタクロースみたいな存在が、マリアちゃんにとってはベアトリーチェなんだろうね。いない19人目もサンタクロースも、俺たちが認めてやれば、それは少なくともマリアの中ではいるということになるわけだ。
Okay.
なるほど。子供の夢を守るための嘘って大事だな。
Yep.
お、どうしたんだよ、ジェシカ。まだ腹を立ててるのかよ。
Jessica had her hand on her chin, as though there was something that she just couldn't understand. When I called out to her, she came to her senses.
ああ、ごめん。いやさ、マリアが会ったのは本当にベアトリーチェだったってことがあるんじゃないかな。
Okay. Why change of thought?
そりゃどういう意味だよ。この島に19人目の人間がいるって言いたいのか。マリアちゃんの言うことを心から信じたなら、そういう答えに行き着くだろうね。
いや、そういうのじゃなくて、昔からこの島には私たちの知らない誰かが住んでるんじゃないかって話はあったんだよな。
Yeah, they also did that in the episode 1. About the story and like there's like a ghost or something, then the second master.
住んでるって
森の中にさ。
In the forest, okay, that's different. They didn't set in the forest in the episode 1. Like specific place. The adults were gathered in the dining hall, spending a very long time continuing to discussion that had been started by Beatrice's letter. Kraus strongly claimed that the letter was a simple prank, but he couldn't overturn the claim that Kinzo's failure to deny the letter was answered enough. Judging by Kinzo's character, if he knew that the letter had been written in his name, he would be mad with rage. Since all of the siblings knew that, Kraus had no choice but to withdraw his claim. Pretty much. Without even having to summarize it, the contents of the letter were simple. A person who would solve the witch epitaph would receive the headship and assets. This did a lot of damage to Kraus, who had been sure that he would receive the headship, yep. And it was probably news for the rest of them, who had already given up, could have hoped for. Yep, pretty much. However, there were some points that worried them. The person who solved the epitaph was not limited to the member of Ushiremiya family. Taken literally, anyone, no matter how doubtful their origin, might have received headship. So that includes the servants, obviously. And furthermore, this means there was a chance that all of the Ushiremiya family assets would be stolen by some unknown person. In that sense, it was definitely not a situation when even the other siblings could afford to lower their guard. Had this letter come from an assassin sent by Kinzo, calling themselves Beatrice? Or was this the scheme of some unknown person trying to steal the Ushiremiya family wealth? They didn't know the truth, but they could say one thing for certain. Maria had received this problematic letter today on this island. In other words, someone planning something to do with that letter was on this island today. Had it been set up by Kinzo, one of the 4 siblings, or maybe some unknown person? No matter how much they suspected each other, they couldn't reach a conclusion. After getting tired of bickering with each other, they finally reached the extremely obvious conclusion that doubting each other was just a waste of time. Very good conclusion, I would say. If only in episode 2 they could get the same conclusion, like later on, instead of doubting each other like all the time. But what they could do, it was like a perfect plan, holy fuck. Episode 2 was amazing.
そうね、兄さんが気づいてくれるだけでこれ以上を浪費しなくて済むわ。
So now let's go and try to solve the epitaph, shall we?
手紙の差出人がお父様と確定したわけではありませんよ。
Natsuhi, you can inherit everything, don't you want that? I mean, probably she don't care, but...
会話の成り立たないあなたに主人が呆れ果てただけです。
会話が成り立たないのはどっちよ。私が何か言うたびにあなたは怒鳴ってばかり。そんな無様で後ろ宮家にふさわしいと本気でお思いなのかしら。
Yeah.
予算か、エヴァ。
I missed that interaction. Eva, I missed you like that.
夏井さんも一度終わった話やで。
Good job, Hideyoshi.
一度ここで頭を冷やさない？冷たいものでも持ってきてもらいましょうよ。
そうね、頭を冷やした方が賢明そう。あなたもそろそろ一服したくなってきたんじゃない？
姉貴の機嫌が悪そうだからね。一服の方は遠慮するぜ。だが冷たい方は賛成だ。ローザ、誰かに水を持ってこさせてくれ。水差しごとね。
Okay.
わかったわ。
Rosa headed over to the extension telephone in the corner of the room and called the servant room. She then passes on what Rudolph had told her to the person on the other hand. The vicious bickering, up until now, vanished as though it had been a lie. The silence continued until Goda finished setting the table and retreated from the room.
他に何かご入り用のものはございますでしょうか。
ありません。もう下がりなさい。
はい、それでは失礼いたします。何かございましたらいつでもお呼びください。
After listening to the sound of Goda footsteps disappear off in the distance, everyone took a deep breath at the same time to break the tension.
本当にすごい雨ね。19人目の魔女は今頃バラ庭園の東屋で雨宿りでもしているのかしら。
Oh, she bring up like that, as she would believe it. That will cause a
どう
uproar.
かしらね。
Oh, Rosa is on this.
雨はしのげるかもしれないけど、少し肩を冷やしそうね。
謎の19人目の来訪者か。ちょいと推理小説っぽくて面白い話やな。普通この手の話は18人の中の誰かが語ってるだけで、実際には存在せんと。
私は源氏たちが怪しいと睨んでいます。
Oh, come on. Servants were so freaking suspicious last time. Don't do this again.
やはりどんな難癖をつけてでも片翼のわしの使用人たちは全て解雇した方が良かったんです。
まあそういうな。長く勤めてくれた恩もある。もちろん気は許せんね。
兄さんもお父様の仕業かどうかはともかく、あの手紙をマリアちゃんに渡したのは使用人の誰かだろうという点で。
何しろ私たちは夕食までずっと仲良く団らんをしていたじゃないか。兄弟全員にアリバイがある。マリアに手紙を渡せたのは使用人の誰かだけだ。
That's pretty convincing. Thinking?
でも使用人の人たちもみんなベッドメイクとかで忙しくて、バラ庭園のマリアのところへ行く余裕なんかなかったって言って
Well,
た
that's
し。
what they said. You've been together, so you know that it's none of you. You had alibi, but you don't know where the servants were actually.
おいおい、じゃあ何だってんだよ。まさか森の魔女ベアトリーチェ様がお越しになって本当にマリアちゃんに手紙を渡したって言い出すのか。
ローザ、昔は信じててすごい怖がってたものね。
Oh my god,
あん
Eva.
たまさかいい年してまだ信じてるの？
I love her voice actor.
森の魔女。
So good. If she did exist, I would love for her to appear. But no matter how much I wished, she didn't appear before me even once. She didn't save me from my crisis.
まさか。でも18人全員が自分は違うと言っている以上、本当に19人目がいるのかもって思っただけなの。
そんなんあらへんで。第一船で来たのはわしらだけや。
But this person could come here before you. That's the point.
謎の乗船者なんぞわしらは姿も見とらん。
Doesn't matter.
まさかこの荒海を泳いで渡ってきたっちゅうんか。
Again, doesn't matter. Could come here even like a month ago and you wouldn't know this.
ちょいと考えられへんな。
理屈ではそうね。この隔絶された島に招かれていない客が一人隠れているというのは常識的に考えがたいんだけれど。
But if this person came like months ago, it would be in a secret, so the servants don't know this, unless servants are in this and they know about the 19th person.
でも
I'm talking from the perspective of the game from now. Like, what can be there and what cannot.
どうもその可能性を捨てきれない人たちがいるみたいね。
That's true. Hideyoshi had laughed it off, since there couldn't be a 19th person, but Kirie had sensitively picked up on the delicate atmosphere among the four siblings. In a normal situation, there shouldn't be any uninvited guests on this small isolated island. How would they have come here? And from where? And where were they hiding? And why hadn't they appeared openly, even though they had sent a letter in the name? Nothing could explain that. But not only had the four siblings not joined in on Hideyoshi laughing, they also seemed unable to completely deny in their hearts the possibility of the 19th person.
キリエさん、誤解しないでいただきたいが、別に私たちはおとぎ話じみた魔女伝説などこれっぱかりも信じちゃい。
またお父様を侮辱する話ですか？それを口にすること自体がお父様への裏切りです。
まあねでもあのお父様ですもの。あるいは本当にねえ。
私は何も知らないわ。
Wow, this pride here. Like Eva being like in front of Rosa and covering her up with a fan. This is almost like representation of Rosa basically rank, I would say. Like she's the youngest and she just obey everyone, and yeah, she's like whatever in eyes of everyone else.
なんやなんや。何を見学になっとるんや。どういうことや。つまり魔女伝説は笑い話でも何でもなく事実だっちゅうんか。そんなアホな。
もちろん大きにまたがって空を飛ぶ魔女なんて誰も信じちゃいないさ。だがあの肖像画の女ベアトリーチェは本当にこの島に存在したかもしれない。
At some point of his story, might be.
秀吉さん、魔女とかの話じゃなくてもっとシンプルな話みたいよ。
Like a ghost.
つまりこういうことね。ベアトリーチェという名の愛人をお父さんがこの島のどこかに隠れ住まわせていたのではないかとみんなは疑っている。そういうことかしら。
お父様は自己を厳しく律する模範的な方です。そのような汚らわしい存在を島に連れ込むなど到底考えられません。
Natsuki is so covering for Kinzo so much. She's so grateful to be like taken into the family basically. Natsuki snapped at them immediately, but it looked like the four siblings including Kraus didn't agree. On the contrary, they appeared to think Kinzo wouldn't even have hesitation to do something like that. From the beginning, it had been whispered that Kinzo had built a mansion on this island specifically because of the existence of an entrancing mistress. Yeah.
親父を尊敬してる夏日さんには悪いが、だいぶ昔からそういう噂はあったんだよ。親父は自分一人でこの六軒島の設備すべてを作り上げた。屋敷の中には親父しかわからない仕掛けや隠し部屋なんかがあるんじゃないかって初めから疑われてたし、俺たちの知らない秘密の屋敷がこの島のどこかに隠されてるんじゃないかともずっとささやかれてた。
Okay.
そうね。地図上は小さな島かもしれないけれど、後ろ宮家だけが住むには広大すぎる島だわ。
Well, yeah, but he's rich. He can buy the whole island for himself, why not?
そして未開の森のどこかに愛人を住まわせるための隠し屋敷を作ったかもしれないとそう思われてたのね。ずいぶんスケールの大きな話ね。
That's true.
最初はそれはこの屋敷の中じゃないかと言われてた。
Like underground mansion.
秘密の地下とかがあったりして、そこに豪華な隠し部屋があり、あの肖像画の魔女が隠れ住んでるんじゃないかとかね。親父の書斎の凝ったオートロックの仕掛けとかを見てると、それに納得できる。
What if I was right in episode 2 or in episode 1 and the portrait of Beatrice in the hallways is actually a door? What if I'm right?
何しろ莫大な黄金をどこか秘密の場所に秘密の仕掛けで隠したと吹聴する親父殿だ。この屋敷とてまだ我々の知らぬ隠し部屋があったとしても驚くには足り。
お母様は存命中。よくお父様の不在をついて屋敷内をしらみつぶしに探し回ってたわね。ルドルフが言ったことをお母様も疑ってたのよ。どこかに秘密の扉や階段があって、その中に金髪の愛人が隠れていると信じていたわ。
It's hard to believe, but there are some actual examples in the other countries of people cheating with someone over a period of several decades by making them live in a hidden attic room. Furthermore, Kinzo had mentioned this extravagant. It is possible to suspect the existence of hidden room.
六軒島の魔女、私の聞いてた話では、子供たちが未開の森に入り込まないようにって言って作っ、なんだかそれだけじゃないって気がしてきたわ。
まあな、何しろ後宮の屋敷以外に何もない寂しいし。俺やローザがガキの頃は、そりゃ雷雨の夜に森から聞こえてくる木々のざわめきに怯えたもんさ。
Okay, and you thought probably that the Beatrice is there.
その木々の間から不気味な何かが様子を伺ってるんじゃないかなんて妄想。ガキだったら誰でも考える自然なものさ。だが俺やローザがそう訴えるのを聞いて、ガキの妄想だろでは済まさない連中もいたってことなんだろうね。
Like, you saw Beatrice.
そうだろ、あれき。
私や兄さんはこの島に隠れ住んでいる愛人が人目を忍んで出歩いていたのを偶然あんたたちが目撃したのではないかと考えていた。もちろんお母様もね。
古い使用人たちの中にも深夜の屋敷内に肖像画の魔女が徘徊しているというような怪談が語られていた。
I wonder if we will get to know Mother, basically. Mother of our main cast of siblings here. How was with Kinzo? So should be a mother. Hmm.
私はそれを表向き怪談として笑い捨てていたが、内心は秘密の愛人の存在を十分に疑っていたよ。
となると、この島全くバカバカしい話でもないっちゅうことなんか。いや、むしろどこかにいるかもしれないわけか。
よくルドルフさんの言う悪魔の証明というやつになったわね。19人目がいることは証明可能だけれど、19人目が存在しないことは証明不能。
Devil proofs. We had that all over in the episode 2. Okay, so seems like episode 3 will have basically everyone at least believing that there is 19 person. Even without a proof, they will kinda believe. And they will try to solve the epitaph together. Or not together, but everyone by themselves. But still, more brains. So that might went well this time.
私たちはベアトリーチェという名の人物が島のどこかに潜んでいることを前提に議論を進めるべきなの？
Yes, do that.
危機管理の基本としては正しいな。いるわけがないと思うよりは、いるかもしれないと用心する方がはるかにマシだろうよ。
Yep.
Agree. すまん。 ちょいと不用心が過ぎたわ。どうぞさん、さっきは笑ってすまんかったな。
別に気にしてないです。
Hideyoshi apologized deeply for taking the worst case scenario lightly, despite calling himself the president of a company. Silence fell again. And so the episode. I think this is a pretty good spot. We discussed quite a lot, and I think we'll either end the conference in the next episode and something else will happen, or we'll continue this. I don't know, they probably will talk about Beatrice. So yeah, that will be it for this episode. I will just make a save somewhere like here. And yeah, that will be it. So thank you for watching the episode. Thank you for listening to me. Leave up a like, drop a comment, and sub if you still didn't, because a lot of people who are watching are not actually subscribed, and it's free, and you can always change your mind. Also check my Twitter, because I'm posting quite a lot of stuff here recently, so we are always up to date with a schedule of episodes and everything. So yeah, thank you again for being with me and for supporting me, and I will see you in the next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.